Hello, everyone. Welcome to breaking down League of Legends LPL DFS slate and betting for January 23rd. Again, have 5 gamer, so we can try to recap yesterday a little quickly. It was a pretty fun day, I think, overall. The first series was LNG WE. LNG just kind of stomped WE here. Not a lot to write home about. This is about what we expected. I like LNG. Like them going forward. Wasn't exactly a interesting series there. And then we had a fun second series. And we called the upset. So always happy to do that. Don't remember exactly how I lined it yesterday, but I think FPX was like a minus 350 favorite or something, and I had them as like minus 150, 170. I just thought these two teams were much closer in skill. I like FPX, but I think they were just getting way too much credit, too early on. And JDG came through. They cashed the underdog ticket for us. Again, I don't remember the exact price. I think they were like plus 300 maybe. So we love that. Always glad to cash and call that underdog. That's a product of doing that process of making your own lines, comparing them to the Vegas lines, and just kind of letting those speak for yourself rather than kind of trying to fill your head with all the narratives or whatever it can be. You just try to price them yourself, see how you would bet this, and then compare them to the Vegas odds, change your views from there. So that's good. We're got those first 2 games perfectly right and got this third one perfectly right as well. We called every LPL game perfect yesterday. EDG got the 2-0. This again wasn't exactly a blazing take here. The defending world champs get a 2-0 over an okay team in the OMG side. But I mean, we love that. We love getting every game right, no matter what. Only good things can happen if you're doing that. Then we head over to the LCK. I think we're here. Damwon got the 2-0 over Fredit Brion. Again, not exactly a blazing take. Fredit Brion just play too slow. They just give up everything. I don't know. Lilia, Renekton mid. Like it feels like they've borderline already given up. I don't know. Probably not, but they're just too bad to consider pretty much at any point, I think. One thing I will give a shout out to Forest Within in his picks. He had Fredit Brion. You just take the spread of the kills with Fredit Brion, because it's not like they're ever going to get blown out. They're just so inactive that it's hard to beat them by like a large margin. So I believe he had Fredit Brion plus 7.5 on both maps and double cashed. I think that's something to look at going forward, is taking Fredit Brion plus kills, just because they're not going to give unnecessary deaths. They're not going to bleed out deaths, and they'll lose a 11-6 no problem. That's what they do. Ending over to the third game. This is the only series that I didn't get the exact score correct on. I believe I had a Genji 2-0. I think maybe I said Genji 2-1. I don't remember. I think I probably would have had Genji 2-0 though. So we'll go with that. And they just came out a little slow in this first game. They just kind of fell behind, too far behind, too early on. And Hanwha were able to clean it up, clean out this game, finish it cleanly. There we go. That's the way I'm looking to word that. But they got the Genji comeback. Again, I love Genji. Not a big fan of Chovy, but I mean, he's going to fill in there pretty well. He's getting those CS leads still. Don't know how he does it. Just utterly domination in the CS department. So you like that. I like Genji. I like them going forward. Hopefully they get some better matchups for kills and stuff. But we can move forward to today. I don't have the notepad ready, but the first series, I will admit, I got a little spoiled when I was looking for the lineups. I saw the price of this game already, and spoiler alert, I disagree pretty heavily. Um, I think the V5 should definitely be the favorite in this game, and I am utterly shocked that they are not. We'll get into this more when we cover it, but I have V5 as like a minus 210 or something. TE, maybe that's a little aggressive. I'll go with minus 170. TES plus 130, something like that. We'll dive into these a little bit more when we're comparing odds. This one shouldn't be too much of a surprise. It's just probably like RNG, decent favorite. IG have not looked good. They're bringing in Zhao UAG back again. I mean, when they're swapping in and out players already so early on, it just screams like dysfunction. You just can't put confidence really in that. To my understanding, it was like performance based. Don't think if they're swapping players in and out like that, it's a little concerning. When it comes to lower level teams, I mean, when it comes to like EDG swapping out their top laners, that's a different thing. But I feel like Zhao UAG had a bad performance, so they give I don't even remember who it was a shot, and then Zhao UAG comes back again. It's just not much there. Then this one, man, oh man, we are loaded heavily with Anyone's Legend games in this first part of the season. Man, this is tough. If you guys have ever seen any of my Anyone's Legend videos, you guys will know I am a fan of this team. I love this team for DFS purposes. I love this team in real life. I love ZDZ, Xiaohao. They've been pretty strong young players. Of course, we know Betty and his skill set. Still not a huge fan of Chocho, but he does the job, I think. And then I love Maple on this team. This is tough. I'd imagine Weibo are going to be the favorite. That's not a hot take by any means. They should be the favorite. They're the better team. This is tough, though. It's how much? I'll go Weibo minus 300. I'm sorry, I didn't even price IG here. This one is still like, I think you're probably profitable the last like 2 years if you take Anyone's Legend games and just bet the underdog, because we saw it last series. They took a game off of did they play EDG or RNG? I don't have the close my Leaguepedia. Yeah, they took a game off of RNG. Like, so that's just gonna be what they do. Is they coin flip early games. They play super aggro. They'll fight until they lose the game or win the game, and that's just what they do. I don't know if Weibo will like respond to them. I don't know if Weibo will take all these fights. So I don't know. This might just be a leave out game for me, because as I alluded to, I have V5 favored and they're going to be priced as the underdog, I believe. We can look at that in a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. But I would love to take the Anyone's Legend shot here. I feel like they can legitimately do it versus anyone. It's just gonna be a small percentage of the time. And things like ownership do matter a lot. That's something I will say about yesterday's slate. Although I got 4 out of the 5 games like perfectly correct, I still didn't even make money because of my roster construction. JDG didn't really get there that well in DFS. And the crazy thing was JDG and FPX were like evenly owned. They were both like around the 15, 20-ish %, depending on what player you're looking at. If you get anyone's legend at like sub 10%, I think you just play them like literally against anyone. They can coin flip and beat anyone, and it's just like whether they can do it twice in a series. Is it unlikely? Yeah, extremely. Probably not extremely, but yeah, unlikely. There's no doubt about that. Weibo's not bad, but they haven't looked like knockout killers for sure themselves. I mean, they dropped a game versus Thunder Talk. They lost to BLG, nothing crazy there. And they beat Team WE. Like, so they beat the worst team in the league. They barely beat one of the worst teams in the league. And then they lost in a third game to BLG. But then remember, that was BLG's first series. So, like, has Weibo really proven themselves to be, like, crazy? I don't think so. So I do price the game this way because I think this is I'm kind of going against my beliefs here. I think I tried to predict the price a little bit with that. I think if I'm lining this game, this is how I would line it. I would say Weibo minus 250. They're the better team. There's no doubt about that. But anyone's legend can coin flip. They can win these series. So we'll go with that. I probably spent way too much time rambling on about that. But when you're a fan of a team, I guess that's what you do. Second series, T1 Live Sandbox. Live Sandbox are proving to be like a low-end middling team. T1 are pretty strong, no doubt, no questioning that. It's going to be T1 minus 330, probably. And Live Sandbox plus, I don't know, 280. I'm not getting there no matter what. This is an interesting one. Kwangdong Freaks DRX. DRX have just looked way out of sorts. Kwangdong Freaks managed to get the series. We could pull their information up. Show all. So we have Kwangdong, who beat Live Sandbox, lost to KT, lost to T1. And then we have DRX, who've lost to T1, Gen G, and Live Sandbox. So their only common opponent is Sandbox, in which Sandbox 2-0 DRX, but Kwangdong have 2-0 Sandbox. I don't know. Like, I want to love DRX so much. I feel like they should be so much better than they are, but they just aren't. I mean, this is probably like a stay away from me. I'll give DRX some credit here. I mean, I still feel like they're still not lifeless. I mean, Kwangdong haven't proven themselves to be that crazy either, so we'll go with that. We can. Oh, they're already here. Let's go. So they have LCK first. T1 minus 750. Ivan minus 330. I feel like Sandbox aren't that bad, but I'm still not gonna get there. Again, like, this is T1 series, so you probably just want to leave it off your DFS and stuff. The price is crazy. I think T1 do get the job done 2-0, but I mean, that's a crazy price. They have KDF minus 165. I have them plus 170 or minus 170. So that's like a perfect alignment there. That sounds about right. Kwangdong have proven a little bit more, and DRX have looked pretty lifeless, but they're both bad teams in the end. So that's pretty much what we're looking at there. This is probably just like a stay away spot for me. Although maybe if the DRX price was a little bit better, I could see going there. But I mean, that's a little weird one. Heading over to the next one, I did my games out of line. Weibo minus 250, they have minus 600. Again, I do want to preface this with I am an Anyone's Legend fan. So I'm legitimately there's going to be some bias baked in here. I've proven that with picking them every series, and they've lost like their last two, I think. I'm not sure what they're 1-3 now. They got their win over LGD. I mean, I didn't pick them in against RNG, but I mean, that's where I'm at. I feel like it's an Anyone's Legend here. Like, this price is a little crazy, I think, considering Weibo haven't necessarily proven themselves. I think this is a lot like JDG FPX last night. Weibo and FPX, they both look good, but they haven't played anyone. Now, they're all at the caveat that JDG are a lot better than anyone's legend. There's no question about that. But, I mean, anyone's legend can coin flip and win games. That's just what they do. I think that's worth a shot. I don't think that's that crazy. But again, I already have an underdog lined up, so maybe I'll get there. Who knows? But that's where I'm at. I'm at the dogger pass situation there. I don't hate anyone's legend here, but again, that's crazy. I think the Shy can definitely intaway a game to ZDZ. That there's no question for that. Then the third one is RNG IG. RNG minus 350. They have them minus 500. Probably in the same boat there. Probably just RNG 2.0, but not a lot there. Because I want to talk about why in the world is Top Esports favored over TES. I would love to hear somebody explain this to me. But what in the world has TES done so far? They barely beat WE, they barely beat Ultra Prime, and then they got smoked by RA. And now I like RA. I think RA is good. I picked them to win that game. Like what has TES done? I don't understand that. This is the first time you guys are probably hearing me getting like worked up on a series like this. But this feels like utter chaos. Like what has TES done? Nothing. Who are they beating? No one. What are they doing? I don't understand it. And then you have V5, who literally beat Rare Atom, the team that crushed TES. Like, what is this line? I don't understand it. I'm all over V5 here. This seems so crazy to me. They have a little bit more time to integrate Rich. He didn't look that great in their first series that he arrived for. But again, that was a tough matchup against Cube on RA. I know you could kind of say the same thing for V5. They've only had 2 series so far, and they've had swapping top laners because Rich couldn't get into the country coming from Korea. So, I mean, it's a little, you have the sub top laner and your first game of the split against WE here. So you can give a little bit of a pass on going to 3, but they still got the job done and they beat RA. Like, I feel like V5 is so much better. They just should be favored here. I don't understand this. Maybe this is a take where people will clip it tomorrow and I'll look like a complete clown when top win 2-0. But I don't see it. I think V5 are a much better team here. I'm going to be on that for sure, pretty heavily across the board. That just makes no sense to me. I don't understand how top is the favorite. I just don't know what they've proven. Yeah, I mean I'm V5 all day in this one. Although like Xiaopeng has looked decent. I mean, Jackie Love, not good. I don't care what people say. Jackie Love's not good. He will int these games away. His name value is still just like crazy. Zoom has been okay. Zhou has been not good. Knight has been Knight. Like, he's still going to be good. But I mean, Rookie was like hard carrying V5. So this is like I feel like this is V5 favored everywhere but mid. Except mid's like kind of a wash because they're probably just going to play trading wave style mid laners anyway, and I'll favor Rookie. I mean, I'll take a Rookie in that like team any day of the week. So that's where I'm at. Before I get into the player information, I'll give my picks. I'll go T1 2-0. I'll take DRX 2-1. Although this is I'm probably just gonna stay away from this altogether. I'll go Weibo 2-1. I think maybe like anyone's legend could swing a map, but that's a tough one. If there was not, I'll tell you this much. If there was not a V5 underdog that I loved this much, I would be on anyone's legend. I still might. I don't know. Like, for transparency, like I pretty much just play single entry. Like I play like one lineup a night and just try to like fire into everything. So, like, do I really fire up a V5 anyone's legend team? I mean, it could be good in, like, the big GPPs, but that's not necessarily my style. So that'll be something I'll have to figure out later on my own. But like I feel like anyone's legend is worth a shot. RNG should get the job done 2-0, but this one's a little weird to me as well. Oh yeah, I remember. That reminds me of what I did say yesterday. I felt that that Genji Hanwha series felt a little off to me, and then it did go to 3. So I think I did get all 5 of those series yesterday. Perfect. Okay. To my own horn a little bit there. But this one feels a little weird to me as well. I mean, I could see RNG just stomping them, but they've looked a little suspect, and IG aren't lifeless, but it should be an RNG 2-0. I'll go ahead and just give that out. And then V5 top, I think V5 2-0. I'm just going to say it. Like, I don't understand what they've shown that will give people like any hint of life. I don't get it. V5, like, they haven't looked spectacular, but top have proven to look bad in like all their series. So like all of the upside I feel like is with V5. We can look at we'll bring up the team information here. I keep doing it through this. For some reason you have to like click on this instead of that. Filter teams, anyone's legend. Who else is playing? IG, RNG, Victory 5. I'm probably just like glossing over these. Top, Weibo. All right, so we look at the combined kills per minute. Again, this isn't a perfect statistic, but it gets the job done. We can see Victory 5 and anyone's legend play at the highest pace. And then top esports, RNG, Weibo, and IG are a little slow. So maybe again that's where something where you're not wanting to smash RNG so hard. They're in 2 of the bottom 3 here in the LPL. We can look at losses. So anyone's legend are still battling in losses. We kind of knew that. RNG and losses are still battling. Looks like Weibo kind of fold over. Same for IG. Topper is still doing a little bit in losses. In wins, V5 are brawling it out. Topper brawling it out. So yeah, that's what I'm liking this series a lot. I'm liking V5. I'm going 4-man V5 stacks. I don't care. Pretty much. I don't think anybody can convince me otherwise from now. RNG and IG kind of low end again. I mean, that's weird. I'll say that. We can bring up the players here on Oracle's Elixir because we're not comparing across leagues. Anyone's legend, V5. We can throw RNG in here, I guess. So these are my picks for the LPL. So I'm just going to throw my favorite teams into here. We can look at kill share. See Rookie getting the most kills, followed by Betty, Gala, Xiaohu, Maple, Photic. It's weird. We usually see like some junglers in this top part, but not here. And then look at kill participation. One of the things I like to do in looking at kill participation is seeing groups of players in the same team, because that means they're team fighting a lot. And when you're team fighting, that means everybody's getting assists, everybody's a part of the action. So we see V5 up here, Rookie, Karsa, PP God. Then we see a group, Xiaohu, Gala, Ming, and then the best group here would be anyone's legend. They're all above 65%, so they're brawling it out together. Chocho, Xiaohao, Maple, Forge, Betty. Oh, sorry, Forge is should not be in here. He's not starting, obviously. Let's see. Oh, yeah, ZDZ is down here, so I guess he would be the one that you would leave off. But everyone else is doing well for the anyone's legend side. Of course, you can like sort by position and stuff, and you would see like checking out top laners. Like Ben has not been a part of anything. Rich has not been a part of anything. ZDZ has not been a part of anything. These are just 3 pretty abysmal top lane options. I think in a scenario like this, you can definitely, I'm not going to pull it up, but you can look and try to take like a one-off LPL or LCK top laner. Like I don't know, maybe Keen wouldn't be that bad. Keen versus Kingen wouldn't be bad. Zeus for T1. I don't know their kill participations or anything off the top of my head, but I mean when we have like sub 50% KP, that is not good. That's enough to try to find like a one-off or something. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. I've a lot of hot takes. I'm pretty passionate about this V5 top series. This is one where I don't know. I just don't understand how top are the favorites, and by that much. Like I'll be all over V5. Um, Honestly, there's a chance I end up doing like multiple lineups. I probably will just make two. I'll be one with V5 that's heavy and one with anyone's legend that's heavy. Um, just because anyone's legend can like always get there, and this RNG series doesn't seem that crazy on the initial glance. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Uh, Again, quick rundown: T1 2-0, DRX 2-1, but stay away a little. Weibo 2-1, but that could be like a coin flippy close series. I think closer. RNG 2-0, and then V5 2-0. Again, super passionate about this series. Quickly, if I wanted to rank like like bloodiness for DFS purposes, I think V5 TES 1, Weibo Anyone's Legend 2, probably IG RNG 3, KDF DRX 4, and then Live Sandbox T1 5. Although these are like a little split. I would say there's like a gap after V5 top and Anyone's Legend Weibo. And then it's kind of like you can interchange it between all of these, although RNG IG should be above them. So it's probably like all 3 LPL games, then the 2 LCK games. That's where I'm headed tonight. Best luck to everyone. Again, I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but we had a flawless day yesterday. The day before was decent. It was bad, but I mean, it wasn't a terrible day. Day before that was really good. Day before that was really good. So I feel like we're on a little bit of a heater, just because we've had like a bad day in there as well. But I think we have some good views on these teams. Or getting the information. I think we're doing well with the information we have, and that's what the conclusion we're coming to today is. Why on earth is this top esports team favored over a good team? I don't understand. That's it for me today. Smash V5. Take a shot on anyone's legend. RNG probably get the job done, but not believing in it a whole bunch. Maybe this is the night DRX get it done. That's where I'm at tonight. Best luck to everyone. I'll have to check out the CSGO slate and see if that's worth making a video on, although I'm 0 for 2 on those, so I don't know if anybody wants that at this point. But that's going to be it for me tonight. Best luck to everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow.